Right, just a minute to 4 p.m. East African time. Karibu sana. This is News Now. We're here to tell you what is happening in the country and beyond. But first, to the highlights. Top on News Now. Residents of Kitura area in Angata Barikoi, Narok County are living in fear after suspected armed bandits attacked, killing a herder and allegedly stealing 50 cows. 6 students nursing injuries following a devastating dormitory fire at Bukhalalire Boys High School, which has now been closed indefinitely. Nairobi UHC workers stage protests outside Afi House demanding, among other things, permanent and pensionable employment terms. Welcome to the bulletin. I'm yours truly, Stanley Nyaringita. Start off in Narok County to some sad news. Residents of Kitura in Angata Barikoi are living in fear after suspected armed bandits raided the area, killing a herder and allegedly made away with 50 cows. As concerns grow, they are calling on the government to intervene, with only 1 cow being recovered so far. Kipsigis elder Johanna Kimngalian, who visited the scene, stated that the late Charles Langat was shot and his entire herd, along with cattle from neighbors, was stolen. He revealed that a grenade was discovered near the victim, and investigations indicate the stolen cows were taken to Salonga in Tanzania. Kimalian is urging Kenyan and Tanzanian authorities to collaborate to recover the livestock. Emurua Dikir, Member of Parliament, that is Johanna Ngeno, who visited Langat's family, called on President William Ruto to establish a military camp along the Kenya-Tanzania border, stating that bandits frequently flee across the border after attacks. Ngeno expressed frustration, saying GSU, ASTU and regular police have failed to resolve insecurity in Angata Barikoi as bandits are using sophisticated weapons.
Tumefuata hiyo nyayo imeelekea pande ya Witembe. Na watu wenye wamekuja kuchukua ng'ombe wako na mabunduki, wako mpaka na bomu. Jana walirusha grenade. Hata sasa hivi tukienda kwa huko mpaka mpakani kuna grenade walitupiga nayo, na sisi tunafuata tu na mishale.
Kupitia Kuitembe wanaenda Saronga, wanakatia kule chini kama wanaenda Mapera. Hiyo ni ukaidi ambao hatutaruhusu.
Tunahitaji kama Wakenya wengine wenye wanaishi kwa boda tuletewe KDF. Wakae hapa ndio wasuhie maradhi, fivo, wizi wa ng'ombe na vitu mingi vinafanyika hapa.
Meanwhile, Bukhalalire Boys High School has been shut down indefinitely following a devastating dormitory fire that left 6 students nursing serious injuries. Butula Sub-County Director of Education, that is John Kimei, ordered all students to vacate the school until further notice, citing the decision was made by the school board of management. He also urged well-wishers to step in and assist as many students who have lost their valuables in this particular fire.
We have found out that it's no longer tenable for you to continue being in school. We want to give you a break so that you go and relax a bit, but don't forget the books. Kwa hivyo tumeamua kuwa mtaenda nyumbani. You'll be communicated when you'll be coming back.
Students, they can leave the compound as soon as possible. We are going to communicate when they will come back.
Please let us all remain strong as the community of Bukhalalire. Strength, that means that it will help us to grow, to achieve what we want to get to.
And the Ministry of Health now says that the universal health coverage staff will be transitioned to county governments effective, and that their employment on permanent and pensionable terms will be implemented in the next financial year. In a press statement signed by the Cabinet Secretary of Health, that is Edin Tuale, the Health Ministry says the UHC staff will be transitioned to county governments effective the 1st of July 2025. The management of UHC staff payrolls and associated budgets will be transferred to county governments. UHC staff contracts as agreed between individuals, staff and county governments will remain valid until May 2026, I should say. As per the signed agreements, the transition of UHC staff to permanent and pensionable terms of employment will be incorporated into the financial year 2026-2027 budget upon contract expiry. Gratuity for UHC staff will be processed upon contract expiry. Right, so before this particular press statement was issued out, this is what was happening. Healthcare workers under the Universal Health Coverage UHC program have once again staged demonstrations outside the Ministry of Health offices demanding what they basically say is the permanent employment contracts, delayed salary payments, and employment contracts, delayed salary payments and payment of gratuities. 2 weeks ago, during a similar protest, Health Cabinet Secretary Edin Duale requested a 1-week ultimatum to address their grievances. However, the promised action is yet to materialize, prompting a fresh wave of protests. At the same time, the Ministry of Health has issued a statement saying that it is still finalizing the agreed terms with union leaders. It added that it is working closely with county governments to ensure the grievances of UHC workers are addressed comprehensively and sustainably.
We have rejected what our CS Duale said, and the communique by the Ministry of Health and Council of Governors that stated we should go back to work as of last week, and that our payroll is going to the county levels with the same stipend. We are here to say that we reject that proposal. We demand that we be put on permanent and pensionable terms. We demand that we be given our...
Tungependa kuelezea kwamba wakaweze kutupatia gratuity yetu ambayo tumeweza kuhudumia kwa muda wa miaka 5.
Bwana William Samoei Ruto, for how long are we going to come to these streets of Nairobi to keep asking for the same things? For how long are we going to lose the UHC healthcare workers? Is UHC still alive?
We have been going around the country championing for universal health coverage. What is this universal health coverage without UHC staff?
Madam Modani has been promising us PNP since time immemorial. What does she want with us? Does she want us to die? What does she want? Let her address us. Hapa tutoki bila PNP, tunalala hapo kwake.
Speaking on matters being paid, Nairobi County has intensified efforts to recover billions in unpaid land rates, launching a major clampdown on defaulting property owners in the Central Business District, commonly known as CBD. Terras Njeroge, who's a Nairobi County County Receiver of Revenue, spearheaded the first phase of the operation, leading county enforcement officers in locking down buildings with outstanding arrears. According to Njeroge, only 20% of land parcels in the city comply with rate payments, prompting the county to broaden its enforcement efforts. Authorities now plan to target high-end residential and commercial properties starting Wednesday, signaling a wider crackdown on defaulters.
Clamping down on plot number 209, which has 2 subplots here, which owe the county around 4 million shillings. So the activity essentially is that we are going to put on the building that this now belongs to Nairobi City County until all the debts have been cleared. Then we are going to get into the buildings. We are going to register all the tenants into our Nairobi Pay system, and we are going to teach them how to make payments. Every single end of the month, we will expect them to remit the to be remitting their rents to Nairobi City County government until these properties are fully paid up. We will do this clamping on both commercial and residential buildings because there are residential properties where the owners also do not make payment. Out of 255,000, 56,000 properties, only 50,000 have complied. So we have 200,000 properties that have outstanding rates arrears.
Meanwhile, Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has refuted claims that Kenya's state-owned sugar factories have been sold, stating that the government only leased them out through a process approved by Parliament. Appearing before the National Assembly's Agriculture Committee, CS Kagwe dismissed concerns over transparency, insisting that all stakeholders are involved from the start. Supporting the statement, National Assembly Agriculture Committee Chair, that is Dr. John Mutunga, affirmed that the leasing process underwent full parliamentary oversight. The explanation comes amid growing public debate and scrutiny over the leasing of state-owned sugar factories, with some leaders raising concerns over accountability and public participation. CS Kagwe maintained that the government remains open to inquiries and is willing to share further details on the leasing process.
You will remember, Mr. Chairman, that a while back, the Parliament itself formed a sugar caucus. Parliament is the one that debated the issue between whether they should sell these sugar factories, and it was Parliament that eventually decided that what they should do is not sell the factories, but actually lease the factories, even though, you know, some people had actually agreed and signed for the sale of the sugar factories. So to begin with, there is no selling of the sugar factories that has been done. So that eliminates the issue of a shareholding, because if you are selling something, you can now own shares in it. If you are leasing something, what you are leasing essentially is just management.
Right, let's get sporty, take you all the way to Egypt, where the AFCON Under-20 Championships are happening. Morocco, Egypt, South Africa and 7-time champions Nigeria booked their spot for the semi-finals of the ongoing AFCON Under-20 25 in Cairo, Egypt. The fourth semi-finalists also qualified as the CAF representatives for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. The host, Egypt, were the first team to book the slot into the last four by eliminating the 2021 champions Ghana 4-5 in penalties after a 2-2 draw in regular time.
We couldn't get the spot to the World Cup, which has been our aim. But we show the world what we have, and we'll go again and do our assignments and see what we can do.
It was one of our thing that we wanted to qualify for the World Cup, and now we have one more thing, and that's inshallah to win the cup.
Right, thank you very much for being part of us. This has been News Now. I'm yours truly, Stanley Nyaringita. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around for 7 p.m. all the way to around 11 p.m. Tonight's special edition for Kikao, analyzing it for you, the Finance Bill 2025 with the highlights in there. Why does it matter to you? Stick around for that. Goodbye.